Welcome back, America. You know, Dr. Larry Arnn's not just the president of Hillsdale College. I've known Dr. Arnn, it's got to be over 40 years, something like that. It's a long time. And he's one of the most important scholars of our time. He's an expert on America's founding. He's an expert on the Civil War. He's an expert on Winston Churchill. And I'm betting he thought we were on the right side of that war. But what I want to start with you with, Dr. Arnn, Larry, my friend, when did the revolution actually begin? Didn't it start, or at least the nature of it start before 1776?
It did. And hello, Mark. Good to talk to you. It did. There are two dates to remember. The first is 1607. That's a long time before the Revolution, when the English did something different from what the Spanish and the French had done. They sent families to America, and they began to build independent, self-sustaining societies. And the 150 years that followed, they figured out a lot of things. They figured out that religious freedom was necessary. It's one of the reasons Jews have always been welcome in America. And they had to work through all that. And they thought of themselves as English and members of individual colonies. But then the next date to remember is 1763. That's when the English won another of its several wars with France. And the war was costly, and it was something like a world war all over Europe and all over North America. And they decided after that, they were a little full of themselves, and they'd spent a lot of money and blood and treasure, as had the American colonists. They decided they were going to govern it more. And London started doing things. They started passing taxes. They started regulating more seriously. They started eventually, as things intensified, they began to interfere with legislatures. And with that means the right of the people to govern themselves. Representation is the constitutional word that means self-government or consent of the governed. And so that goes on. And it begins in 1763, and every year is worse than the year before. And they intensify over time until you get to, 1774. Thomas Jefferson writes something very powerful. And I'll quote from it. The last paragraph of the summary view of the rights of British North America begins, "Let those flatter who fear, sire, it is not an American art." So there's a challenge. And you should know, your ministers should know that they are servants. You see, in other words, you guys back there are all working for us. And so it's born in those two things, in an experience of figuring out how to govern. There are things they didn't understand when they first came. They thought the motive behind these families coming, in Jamestown in 1607 and Plymouth Rock in 1620, their motive is, we don't want to be told how to worship. But their idea of the worship is that they will just, it's a big old continent. We got no idea how big it is. We wouldn't find out until middle of the first century of the 19th century. We'll have communities of religious conformity. And they tried that for a long time, and they couldn't make it work. And they discovered religious freedom. And that is an important preparation. And then representation and rights coming from God, and then up to man directly, and then up from citizens to government. That idea becomes not just ingrained in principle, that is their practice. And so the king and the parliament is really the parliament. They began to interfere with that. And that, in 1763, is the first direct step toward the American Revolution.